Coming up in EastEnders, Emmerdale and Coronation Street next week. EastEnders spoilers for next week see Bee's lies finally uncovered, but how will Honey react when she confesses to everything? Meanwhile, Patrick makes his return, Nicola finds herself under pressure from Eddie, and Mark reaches breaking point with Grant after a disastrous mistake. Spoiler 1. Honey thinks her identity has been stolen. Honey is worried that her identity has been stolen after more paperwork comes through the post, which leaves her concerned. She shows Bee and Ian, but Bee stays quiet about what she has done. After encouragement from Billy, Honey asks Bee to confirm when she is moving out. Bee tells her it will be soon because she is planning to move in with Ian. Spoiler 2. Ian dumps Bee. Bee's dreams of becoming the next Mrs. Beale are crushed when Cindy shows Ian a newspaper article which names him and Bee as husband and wife. The idea terrifies him, so he decides it is time to end his relationship with Bee. Ian is shocked by Bee's strong reaction to his news, but it soon turns out his troubles are far from over when it is revealed that Bee paid for his election votes using a fraudulent credit card in Honey's name. Spoiler 3. Bee tells Honey everything in EastEnders spoilers. Ian heads to Honey's to confront Bee about paying for votes. Bee desperately tries to cover her tracks and orders Ian to leave. Realizing she is out of time, she confesses everything to a stunned Honey. Honey meets Kathy, Elaine, Linda and Ian in the Vic to talk about what has happened. Everyone thinks she should go to the police, but Ian tries to talk her out of getting the law involved, knowing it could jeopardize his position on the council. Spoiler 4. Bee's revenge leaves lives in danger. Bee puts on a sob story, and Honey is about to believe her lies when Billy learns what has happened. He is furious, realizing he was right all along not to trust Bee. He demands that Bee get out of their house, leaving Bee secretly fuming. Desperate for revenge on Billy, Bee tampers with his ladder, leaving lives in danger. Spoiler 5. Bee finds herself homeless. After tampering with Billy's ladder, Bee panics when her actions have devastating consequences. She heads to see Ian, desperate to try and salvage their relationship, but he doesn't want to know and throws her out. With no other options, Bee heads to McClunky's to sleep the night there. Spoiler 6. Patrick returns to Walford. Patrick returns to Albert Square and takes the family to the Vic for a drink. While there, he talks to Jasmine, but she is heartbroken when he tells her that he doesn't trust her. Patrick admits that if they are going to have a relationship, then it is going to take time to build. Spoiler 7. Ivy's big day is ruined. It's the day of Ivy's Ghanaian naming ceremony, but Nicola is distracted by her secret meeting with Eddie's prison officer. During the meeting, Harry walks in and realizes what his mum is up to. Spoiler 8. Nicola's lies catch up with her. Realizing she has no options left, Nicola later talks to George and tells him that moving Eddie into their home is the right thing to do. He is stunned and forbids it. However, Nicola presses the matter, and he eventually agrees to let Eddie move into the basement flat. The only thing is, Nicola still hasn't told George about the money that Eddie has promised her. Spoiler 9. Eddie manipulates Nicola in EastEnders spoilers. George and Nicola find themselves in hot water with their family when Eddie arrives at the house. However, Eddie has Nicola between a rock and a hard place when he tells her that unless he is in the main house with the rest of the family, she won't be getting a penny out of him. Spoiler 10. Nicola makes a deal with the devil. Nicola heads to Harry's barn to assess her financial pickle. While there, Harry begs her to go back on her deal with Eddie, but she is adamant that it is the only way to stop the family businesses from going under. Spoiler 11. Sam tries to help Mark. Mark panics about the debt he still has to pay off, and Sam tries to convince him to ask Grant for help. However, the pair end up having a big fight when Mark tries to talk to Grant, but he is too busy flirting with Linda. Spoiler 12. Grant makes a grave mistake. Realizing Mark needs his help, Phil offers to lend him £30,000 to buy time with his gang boss. However, Grant soon discovers what is happening and wades in. Despite Phil and Mark both telling Grant that he doesn't have to get involved, Grant ignores them and calls Mark's boss. However, things soon go from bad to worse when Grant makes things 100 times worse. Spoiler 13. Mark cuts all ties with Grant in EastEnders spoilers. The situation escalates when Mark's gang boss breaks into Vicky's house and threatens her, leaving her shaken. Furious at Grant's interference, Mark cuts him out of his life completely. But with Lauren starting to question the cars he's been supplying her, Mark's troubles are far from over. And if you enjoyed these EastEnders spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more news from the square. Here are 8 exciting Coronation Street spoilers for next week, including top suspects are named, Will's off in a different direction, and Sam's being watched. Don't go anywhere. Spoiler 1. Will threatens Sam. Sam's hoping for a quiet night under the stars, but it quickly turns into something far more unsettling. He asks Hope to join him at the Red Wreck for a meteor shower, but she's not interested. Things take a darker turn when Sam spots Will leaving a classroom and shooting him a chilling look, leaving him seriously shaken. Still heading to the Red Wreck alone, Sam's night goes from bad to worse when Will confronts him. Terrified, Sam drops his telescope, smashing it, and runs off as fast as he can. Spoiler 2. Sam's being tracked. Sam's behavior raises alarm bells as his mood spirals. After being found with Hope by a broken telescope, he's pushed to open up about Will. But when she mocks his obsession, he snaps. As he heads into his maths exam, Sam is clearly struggling, and while Nick and Toyah discuss getting him help, he overhears and feels completely alone. Later, Roy finds him distressed, holding a tracking device he discovered in his school bag. But who's been watching Sam? Spoiler 3, Will says goodbye to the street. Ben's left reeling when he discovers £2,000 has vanished from the safe, admitting to Maggie and Eva that he'd left it open after a row with Sean. But behind the scenes, Will's already a step ahead, secretly meeting Megan to hand over the cash and lock in their escape to France. Things get tense when Eva questions Will about the missing money. But will he slip up or stick to his story? Playing it cool, Will insists he's buzzing about the move to Scotland, keeping everyone firmly in the dark. As Ben, Ava and Susie share an emotional goodbye, they watch Will drive off in Tim's taxi, completely unaware that his real plans are already in motion. Spoiler 4. Tim steps in to help Will. Sally drops by the cab office and, catching Tim distracted on the switch, quietly confides in Steve that he still hasn't plucked up the courage to speak to Trisha. Things soon take a turn when Tim gets a notification that the Glasgow train has been cancelled. Will, though, insists they head to the station anyway, instantly raising Tim's suspicions. Elsewhere, Ollie notices the same cancellation and tries to reach Will, while Ben is sent into a panic after realizing Will's passport has gone missing. He quickly urges Steve to message Tim and make sure Will doesn't leave his sight. As the pressure mounts, Tim opens up, sharing the truth about his past with Trisha. He admits he once looked back on their relationship fondly, but now recognizes he was actually a victim. The question is, will his words finally get through to Will? Later, Tim admits to Sally that Trisha is ignoring his messages, so he decides to track her down at work instead. When he finally confronts her, Tim lays it all out, making it clear that what happened when he was 14 was abuse, whether she wants to admit it or not. He finds peace with this. Spoiler 5. The Driscolls wants Megan to pay, but Maggie's concerned. Will makes a downbeat decision, telling everyone he doesn't want to move in with his mum. Ben is relieved, while Maggie hides her panic, as Will admits reporting Megan was the hardest thing he's done, because he once cared for her. At the station, Lisa quizzes Megan over Will's claims of a sexual relationship and the missing £2,000 from the Rovers, which she insists are lies. As questions mount about a possible escape to France, Megan's future hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, a call from Melanie sends Maggie into panic mode as Ben starts to unravel after a tough week, leaving tensions at breaking point in the Rovers. Spoiler 5. Gary's at the top of Kit's list. Gary's not doing himself any favors right now. Back at the station, Kit and Lisa quickly clock that his alibi just doesn't add up, and suddenly he's top of their suspect list. Things ramp up when police head to the builder's yard, eyeing up potential evidence, including those all-important scaffolding poles. And if Gary thought he was off the hook, think again. With deleted CCTV footage proving impossible to recover, Lisa admits they're back to square one. But Kit isn't letting it go, making it crystal clear on the street that Gary remains his prime suspect. Spoiler 6, Jody gets what she wants out of Daniel. David tells Jody to move out, but she retaliates by planting doubts in Shona's mind about the bedroom incident. With nowhere to go, Jody overhears talk of Daniel's holiday and starts plotting. Ken and Bertie call Daniel, who insists he's enjoying the lakes, while Jody later turns up at the builder's yard flat and comes face to face with him. She claims she only found his spare key, but Daniel orders her out. When she threatens to expose that he isn't really away and insists she's got nowhere else to stay, Daniel is left cornered. Jody collects her things from number 8, telling Shona she's staying with a mate, though her expression suggests otherwise. She also pushes Daniel to head back from his holiday and get on with normal life. Later on, Cassie refuses to buy sweets for Bertie and Doran outside the cabin, only for Jody to later slip them a bag behind her back. Spoiler 7. Lisa keeps a firm eye on Todd. Over in the Rovers, Todd can't hide his fury, shooting icy looks at Kit and Lisa from across the room. Lisa quickly clocks the tension, but reads it as Todd cracking under guilt rather than anger. Spoiler 8. Summer has big plans. Summer drops a bombshell, revealing she's been offered a place at a university in America. Todd wastes no time pushing her to go for it, insisting it's the perfect chance for her to start over and build a fresh life for herself. And if you enjoyed these Coronation Street spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more news from the Cobbles. Here are 7 Emmerdale spoilers for next week as Kane goes in for surgery, then finds out the truth about Robert. Stay tuned. Spoiler 1. Kane has his surgery. Kane is wheeled into surgery and has been trying to put on a brave face for Kyle. Kyle is worried sick about his dad, but it's soon clear the operation went well. However, Kane is reluctant to be discharged. Fearful of recuperating at home, Kane engineers it so he has to stay on the ward. Spoiler 2. Moira comes clean. Kane struggles being at home, and when Aaron and Robert come for a visit, he senses an atmosphere. Angrily challenging Moira, she is forced to admit Robert planted the ID documents that got her sent to prison. Spoiler 3. Kane wants blood. Although not at full strength, Kane ropes Sam in for revenge. Sam knocks Robert unconscious and ties him to a chair. Robert wakes up to be confronted with Kane and a hammer. Kane demands Robert pay for his actions, but will he be able to go through with it? Spoiler 4. Charity's secret under threat. Jacob thinks the feud with Todd has gone too far and tries to make amends. She alludes to the fact she knows something that could make his life hellish. When Charity realizes Todd has been hinting at her secret to Jacob, she panics. She tells Jacob to stay well clear of Todd. Spoiler 5. Dr. Todd blackmails Charity. Todd later warns Charity she has absolute proof she and Ross are Layla's real parents. She demands £10,000 to keep the secret. When Charity witnesses a kiss between Vanessa and Todd, she is horrified and knows she has to pay up. With Todd upping the ante, Charity desperately tries to raise the funds. But can she before her secret is revealed? Spoiler 6. Bear haunted by his demons. Newly employed at the depot, Bear and Mandy are uneasy when Jay introduces a productivity chart competition. Bear wins it, but Jay's insensitive words trigger a flashback to Bear's time at the farm. His anxiety over being disciplined causes him to snap at Mandy and Kerry. Jay raises his voice and it causes Bear to flinch in fear. Kerry and Mandy take Jay aside and explain Bear is suffering from trauma. Jay then softens his approach and reassures Bear. Spoiler 7. The darts team takes off. Bob is worried when he's one man short for his darts team. Lewis saves the day, claiming he's played a lot of darts in the past. Will this work out? And if you enjoyed these Emmerdale spoilers, subscribe so you can come back for more.